So it shows you your list of wallets. I've got the test wallet here. There's no ADA in it. It's telling you that it's undelegated. There is a slight charge that goes along with delegating, or deposit, you might call it. It's going to use 2 ADA plus the cost of the transaction for the delegating, so that's 2.1 ADA, a little bit more than that, could be close to 2.2 ADA. When you undelegate it, I think you get the 2 ADA back minus the cost of the transaction that you have to file in order to unregister your delegation. So just be aware of that. If we go here to rewards, it'll show you the rewards that you've earned. Obviously, there's no rewards yet because we're very early on in the Shelley mainnet. And this wallet is unstaked, so there wouldn't be any rewards here. But as time goes on, your rewards will show here. You can export that in a comma separated value format file and import it into whatever spreadsheet program you use to track your finances. So there's rewards. The one thing now left to look at is the list of stake pools. This is probably the most interesting part of this to look at. And once you click in here, you're presented with a list of, gosh, I think at this point there's about 1,000 stake pools in here right now. And you can see it goes from green to this sort of deeper red color. Yeah, so it's listing 911 on there. And it's ranking these pools. It's supposed to be ranking them in order of their desirability. So their desirability to you as a staker. So the one that's in position 1 should be the most desirable to stake with, and I guess that's why they've chosen the color green. It's important to realize that right now, the ranking at this time means absolutely nothing. These wallets get shuffled randomly every so often. I don't know how often. Just about every time I open up the wallet, there's a different ordering of these wallets. So the ranking mechanism is not enabled in Daedalus. They're completely randomly ranked. Don't make your decision based on this ranking. It is completely useless at this point. It means nothing. Why? Because there's been no information. There's been no performance metrics by which to judge the stake pools and to calculate their desirability. So that won't begin to happen until we get further in. But just realize that right now the ranking is completely random. Don't use that. Don't take any stock in that at the moment. So for example, as I'm going through here, there's a couple things that jump out at me. Okay, so here's this one called Doom, and it's got this little red block on here. Let's click on that. It says retirement in 2 days. So, okay, they've decided to retire this pool. The Doom pool is meeting its doom, apparently. So, this would not be one to delegate to right now. Obviously, I think they're probably switching. Maybe they're switching the ticker, they're switching to some other pool, and they've just decided to retire this. So when you're going through here, you might want to check. I don't know if they all mean the same thing. There's another one that's retiring. So obviously, don't stake with a pool that is retiring. You want to be in one that is not planning to retire. That retirement, when that pops up, that means it's time to be moving your stake out of there. If we click on one of these, so I'll just click, for example, our pool Tesla. So here, when you look at it, you have the name of the pool, you have its ticker, there's a brief description about it, and then there's the information. Of course, it's just randomly sorted in here, so the rank means nothing right now. It tells you how much controlled stake there is. What is the pool's margin? That's after the fees. How much of the rewards are being taken by the person who is doing the pool management. Here's how much has been pledged. Obviously, the more that's pledged, the more skin they have in the game. The cost per epic. This is how many ADA are taken out of the rewards before they are distributed to the stakeholders. This is meant to cover the costs of running the pool. For example, 340 ADA is the minimum allowed by the Shelley protocol. And then it shows you, of course, the number of blocks once the pools get to that point. So, for example, that's the kind of information that you have. You can use this slider to decide how much, sort of reorder the pools, showing you the most desirable ones depending on how much you want to stake. So you can drag that up. It's kind of interesting. I've only drug it this far, and I guess that's 30 million ADA. I think they might be better to change this to perhaps a log scale, because, wow, that's even a million right there. Okay, so I'm not sure how useful that particular tool is, but at any rate, you can search the pools here by probably their ticker, and I don't know if you can search them. Let's see if you can search them by their stake pool ID. So I just copied that there, and if we put that in there and search, okay, so it doesn't seem to want to search by the pool ID. That's interesting. So I guess you are limited to searching by the ticker name. So okay, so that's the way that goes. You have to watch and be careful, because in some cases there may be pools at the moment that have duplicated tickers. So they're trying to set up a server that accumulates the metadata and prevents some of these collisions from occurring. But the best way to make sure that you're staking with the pool that you want to stake with is find the ticker, but then also check the pool ID. All right, so pop it up here. So like with this goat pool here, if you want to check to make sure that this pool ID that's listed here in Daedalus is the same one of the pool that you actually want to. So is this I don't know that there's any other goat pools, for example. I'm not saying that there is. I'm just saying as a matter of completeness and due diligence, that you make sure that you check the pool ID of the pool that you want to delegate with, and when you click delegate to this pool in Daedalus, that you've checked to make sure that the one listed has the same ID as the whatever you found on the web or on Twitter or from whoever recommended that pool to you. Okay, so, and that would avoid any particular case where there might be a duplicated ticker. And so you have a lot of choices here. There's a lot of things to wade through. We can talk about ways to select which pools. There's other tools outside of Daedalus. Right now, Daedalus is of no help to you in picking what is a good pool. But to delegate, it's as simple as finding the pool that you want to stake with. I'll bring up Tesla again here. You click that, and you would say delegate to this pool. If I click that, it tells you what you're going to need to do. I'll say continue. Currently, it's not available. I don't have any ADA. You have to have a minimum of 10 ADA in the wallet in order to do the delegation. So I'm locked out of doing that. But what you would do is you would do that, and then you'd have to enter the password, the spending password for the wallet. You're not sending any ADA to the stake pool. The ADA always remains in your wallet. You're not sending the ADA out of your wallet. You're just delegating the essentially what is they call it the stake. It's your proof of ownership of the ADA. You're associating it with this particular pool, and that gives that pool more chances to produce blocks and earn rewards, which will then be paid out to the pool operator and to all of the delegators to that pool. So if you have 1 million ADA, for example, and you delegate that out, you're increasing the stake holdings of that pool. You still retain all of your ADA. The ADA does not ever leave your possession or control. That's one of the great things about proof of stake, is it's very secure in that sense. So you never give someone else control of your ADA. It's just you're aggregating your ADA with a bunch of others in this pool um, through the proof of ownership that you have it, because you enter the password, um, giving sending a certificate that says you own this much ADA and filing it with the stake pool, and then based on that, then the stake pool that's operating gets more chances to produce blocks, because it's demonstrating that they have more stake in the game. There's more skin in the game. Obviously, if a pool has aggregated the stake of 100 different delegators, and together they all have, um, 30 million ADA, then it's more likely that that pool is going to be a good actor on the network and not do bad things, because all the folks that have associated together in that stake pool obviously want their investment to grow, and so they're not out to try to destroy the Cardano financial system. So essentially, that's how things operate in a nutshell, and why this works. But I just want to emphasize the secure aspect of this. You're not handing over the keys of your wallet to someone else. Um, all that you're doing is you're just sending a certificate to the blockchain that says you own this much, and you're delegating that stake, that proof, to the stake pool in order for them to have more tickets in the lottery, to be able to win an opportunity to produce a new block for the blockchain. And that's what nets the rewards, because it's the production of the blocks that is rewarded with additional ADA, and that's what you receive in the rewards over here. So that is how the staking works in Daedalus. I want to wish you happy staking. It's certainly a very exciting event to be able to participate in this, and so I hope you'll consider checking out Arcadia's Stakepools, Atoms, and Tesla. We worked in the incentivized testnet. We know how the staking works. We have extensive experience with that from the incentivized testnet, and our pools and relays are up and running perfectly fine. And so we're going to be putting out some more information about our specific system. But I hope for now that you'll check us out. Check out our other YouTube videos. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Check out our website at arcadiastakepool.com. Follow us on Twitter if you have a Twitter account. It's at Arcadia Cardano. And thank you for your time listening to this video. It's been a pleasure going through the Daedalus wallet with you, and I wish you happy staking.